I see zeros and ones. She was born at daybreak. She was the end of the family line, but as the child of the weak father, whom no one supported, she was not to seek the throne. The first turning point in her life was with her mother's debauchery. Nero, twice widowed mother, married the emperor, her uncle, in order to make her child the next emperor. In an extreme measure, she murdered the fourth Roman emperor, Claudius, and Nero ascended to the throne. Oh, that's really cool art. Nero had no love lost for her family members who resented Nero's illegitimate birthright. Put more accurately, she loved the nameless citizens more than her famous noble relatives. Nero decided to take issue with the depraved government and the privileged Senate. History records she was a tyrant who led Rome to decay, and she was, but it neglects to list her reforms. After claiming the throne, Nero gave out money to all citizens in celebration. She then abolished all indirect taxes. When the Senate attempted to thank her, she refused, telling them that they could do so when she had earned it. What terrible irony it is that her humility would be overshadowed. The path to her reforms was rife with thorns. Conflicts with the Senate erupted over the unification of Rome's empire, or Roman Empire, troublesome provinces. On top of that, her conflicts with her mother, Agrippina, became more pronounced. Nero's mother only saw her as a tool to become mother of the emperor. She was trapped by endless dithering with the Senate and a mother who made policies in self-interest. I do not know what sort of fissures emerged in her spirit as a result of those pressures. However, as a result, she resolved to assassinate her predatory mother before dealing with the Senate. But as the assassination failed, and the only thing she could do was cut her mother down publicly. This woman tried to poison me. Even though she was my mother, she had to die for opposing the emperor. It was 59 AD, the year Nero's reputation as a tyrant was cemented. What a crappy thing to do. Could you imagine? Well, hopefully no one can imagine poisoning your child from birth. Saber speaks indifferently about a childhood filled with poison and lies and her struggles as an emperor. Then, Nero's life took an even sharper turn. Nero's wife, Octavia, a woman who her mother had pressured into marrying, committed suicide. She murdered her younger stepbrother in order to secure her influence, and then she drove her sole mentor, the philosopher Seneca, to suicide. Thanks to her own selfless actions, Nero had become a monster to her relatives, while she boasted of popularity with the masses. Seneca に自陣されたのはさすがに答えた。確かな父のいない世にとってあやつはなんだ世間一般でいう父のような男だった。世は許すと言ったのだ。何度でも許すと。だがあやつは自分の家で命を終えた。許すといった世の言葉を信じてはくれなかった。セネカの話はよそう。そのあたりは史実の方が正確であろうしな。あとはあれだな。ローマの大火か。これも世のマスターであるならとうに知っていよう。Ah, yes, the Great Fire of Rome. となると、あとはもう最後だけか。 Oh boy, this is Nero's interlude when she got her third skill all over again this story.
確かガリアにて反乱が起きたのだ。世はこれを放置した。あの時の気持ちは今でもわからぬ。反乱を起こしたウィンデクスを信頼していたのかもしれぬし、もういっそ全てなくなってしまえと時期になっていたのかもしれぬ。だがまあそれがあだになってな。2年が経ち、もう一度反乱が起きた。世は元老院から皇帝の座を追われ、国賊として裁かれる身となったのだ。ここで世の最大の誤算があった。世は市民たちに尽くした。市民たちも世の政策を喜んでくれた。だから最後の最後では市民たちが世の大位を許しはしないと、そう考えていたのだ。だが何もなかった。彼らからは何もなかったのだ。
She fled and committed suicide. The various rumors surrounding Nero's end hold one thread in common. She was stubborn. Though she knew escape was futile and had decided to commit suicide, Nero hesitated numerous times. I cannot kill myself. I do not want to die. I have done nothing wrong. Over and over she muttered that. Finally, after much hesitation, she declared that she could run no more and cut down her own life. Also, this red background is like super red. There is more to the story. After Nero's suicide, a soldier delicately wrapped a cloak around Nero's body. Too late. This is fidelity, Nero said. Those were her last words. I wonder what her last thoughts were, taking her life in a villa outside of Rome. Did she grieve in her own setting sun? Did she despise the rebellions? Or did she curse the Roman people for abandoning her after she had devoted so much to them?
いや、それはない。あれは仕方のないことだ。悲しくはあるが、恨みはせぬ。むしろそれが最大の過ちだった。世と彼らとでは愛の形が違ったのだ。
Love? So she did love her people, but what couldn't they understand?
世の愛はそなたらの言う愛とはどうも違うようなのだ。この胸に灯る愛は人々のそれに比べるとおおらかに過ぎるらしい。世の愛はわがままだ。何もかも与える代わりに何もかも奪わねば気が済まない。美しいもの、愛すべきものには前例をもって応える。人々が抱く愛とはもっと柔らかいものだった。世はそこを分かっていなかった。いや、気づいていたのだ。でもどうしても理解できなかった。私には彼らの言う愛がどうしても。
It seems their value systems were different. That's why Nero was chased from the seat of his empire. Knowing her, I at least have a vague understanding how her love and the people's love differed. Her love burned out offerings and devoted everything. Her passion burned brightly, without regard to permanence. Nero loved her citizens as she thought was right, but the love of her citizens proffered was different, and the difference invited Nero's fall.
当然の話だ。世は勘違いの愛を市民に振りまいていた。彼らが世を愛する道理などなかったのだ。だからそれが無念だった。なぜ世は多くの人々が抱く当たり前の愛というやつを共有できなかったのかと。
Saber gazes out the window, a faraway look in her eyes. Perhaps she was thinking of the red sky and setting sun she saw in her last moments. If she couldn't share their love, then she must have been alone. While this woman could love more than any other person, she could not experience the joy of being loved. Her lavish expressions of love were not enough to satisfy her people. In the end, unloved, she tried to push a dagger into her own throat, again and again.
やめぬかその話は。死にきれぬとは我ながらみっともない。だが死は怖いのだ。あれは痛い。世は二度とはごめんだからな。そなたも気をつけるがよい。
Death is indeed frightening. That is very accurate. And I would imagine stabbing yourself in the throat 3 times would definitely hurt. I sense a lie. I don't think pure fear of death dictated this woman's hesitations. She struggled because she didn't want to die, didn't think she had done any wrong, but really, she didn't want to disappear because I have to love the way they do. That was it. She couldn't bear the thought of dying without anyone loving her. I shake my head to cast off the dizziness. It was like I had been drawn into the events themselves through the bond of a contract.
世の話はこんなものだ。存分に生き、存分に楽しんだ。だからそんな顔をするでない。いろいろあったが、差し引きでは良い人生であったのだ。そなたはただ世の光だけを見ていてくれ。
Fond reminiscence play across her features. She made some peace with life filled with betrayal, suffering, conflict, and misunderstandings. If I were not, I would genuflect and kiss her hand. All that stuff about magic circuits and sword techniques aside, this woman is truly a heroic spirit. It is impossible not to deeply admire such a person for making peace with a soiled life.
どうした？しきりにうなずいて。何か発見でもあったのか？
Of course. All this time I had been protected by her strength, but one day I wished to become her equal. I want that more than anything. And so, I finally found it. I shouldn't ask this of the Holy Grail, it's too wasteful to ask this of the Holy Grail. It's so boring yet so me at the same time. I wish to become a heroic spirit. Fate Extra collab winning, Fate Grand Order. Hey! E! Boy, that was a good bit of story. Saved! Absolutely saved. So. Leave my private room. Let's see if we can knock out the thing. We'll probably do everything except for go to the arena because I've been recording for far too long already. Alrighty. Let's see, Ren should be up here. If anyone. Oh. When I arrive on the roof, I'm surprised to see that Ren isn't in her usual spot. Oh, maybe she's not. Alright, well that's a laugh. How's it going, Hakudo? Why don't you come up here? Oh no. How'd you get up there? A voice comes from overhead. It's Ren, looking at the sky from the top of the entryway. Accepting her invitation, I go to the indicated spot where Ren plops down beside me. Wouldn't we plop down next to Ren? Boy, those shoes, huh? Come to think of it, I don't think I ever told you the reason I entered the Holy Grail War. From out of the blue, she starts into a fairly serious topic. As data, you have no idea about life outside the war, so let me tell you some of the basics. For the past 20 years, the world has been in stasis. Things have neither gotten better or worse. I agree with Leo about one thing, change ignites conflict, so maybe stasis isn't such a bad thing. That's what I thought at first. Then I realized how joyless life has become for everyone. For most people, simple joy is something trivial that easily overlooked or even dismissed. However, for Ren, the lack of joy or simple happiness was enough to spur her into action. It seems that, in reality, the world is becoming warped for some unknown purpose. Without change, there will be no chance for things to improve, no matter how much time passes. The only thing that can happen in such a world is that people stop living and merely exist. That is why I oppose the Haraway's and everything they stand for. My goal was to overthrow those who had traded progress for stability and give humanity a real future. I fought alongside others for many years, but our foe's power was too much to overcome. But the Holy Grail the Holy Grail contains enough power to topple the mightiest of foes. That's why I'm here. After her last statement, she takes a deep breath, and then turns and looks at me with an anxious, almost worried expression on her face. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not asking you to use the Holy Grail to make my wish come true. After all, only the winning master has the right to make a wish, not a dropout like me. But I just wanted you to know why I entered and how I felt. That I'm basically a rash and impetuous person who chooses chaos over complacency. That's all I wanted to say to you. Sorry about making you sit here and listen for so long. With that, she cuts off any further conversation, and stares up at the fabricated sky. Right now, all I can do is gaze at her profile. I wonder why so much of Ren's speech was in the past tense. I can see resignation cloud over her expression as she continues to look up into the sky. She has entrusted a great many secrets to me. Only the master who claims the Holy Grail can leave the Seraph. For Ren, the days before the final battle will be her... Don't look so down, and don't underestimate me. I've been probing the Seraph every day. Don't worry, I'll find a way. I'll find a loophole. Now stop thinking about me and start focusing on Leo. Her sudden smile was enough to lighten my mood and make all of my angst go away. I doubt there's anything under the sun that would be a match for this girl. Or, of all the people I've known throughout all of this, she's definitely the most important to me. Actually, that's Saber. Alright, well that was Ren. Second floor, first floor. Oh, there's a taiga. Okay, there is a taiga item. Hakuno, care to listen to your favorite teacher's absolute final request? Registration is now closed. I know I've been making you work really hard, but this is the final one, honest. I have a feeling somewhere in the arena there's an object that grants wishes. If you go and get it for me, I will promise to leave you alone. Really, no more requests ever. You mean the Holy Grail? Is the Holy Grail in the arena just sitting there? If you can find it today, only on the arena's second floor, could you please go get it for me? Alright, well that's what we gotta do. Before we do that, let's go ahead and go to little alkaline battery. Yes. Yeah. No, we're good. No more of that. Alright, first floor. Oh, hey, look, there's a Leo. The younger Haraway stands in the hallway, a red-clad prince, waiting to grant me an audience. Look, I can't read. It's Leo. It's okay. I didn't bring Gawain with me. I have something I wish to speak to you about. Leo's words are disarming. It's true Gawain is usually by his side, is nowhere to be seen. When you fought my brother, I did not expect you to escape digital death. You bested him, though. And it is a credit to my brother that you have held out until the very end. Thank you for that. You have my gratitude. It's hard to tell if he's agitated about his brother's death since he's thanking me. Couldn't any normal person be so calm in this situation? It gives me the creeps to listen. My brother was weak. That's why he was selfish and defensive. While he said he believed me, he really just believed in his childhood promise to his mother. But he must have been happier that way. If Leo's mother was the woman Julius mentioned at the end, and the one who wished Leo well, then he must have been happy when he died. Remembering that face and that voice, at least I think so. Anyway, you did well by my brother. I know he would want to thank you, and... Hold your tongue, Leo. There's no need to converse with your enemy at this point. I told you not to manifest, Gawain. Yeah, Gawain. I apologize for his behavior. He holds no malice, so please try to forgive him. Nope, I will not forgive him. Castigated by Leo. Castigated? That's not a word. By Leo, Gawain frowns and disappears. Not missing a beat, Leo continues. In any case, our battle commences in just 4 days. I look forward to the unparalleled battle ahead for us. Hakuno. He speaks with sportsmanship, but I can tell he doesn't think that he will lose. I'm so curious about one thing. Why is Leo participating in the Holy Grail War? The reason I want the Holy Grail? For world peace, of course. If the Holy Grail will be effective in strengthening the Haraway rule, Haraway's management system is what keeps the world stable. The real world is that. Or real world, that is. Neither strife nor poverty exist within its limited domain. Expanding the boundaries of that domain is our top priority. Maybe some people will feel a bit stifled by the system, or stifled, but it is for the greater good of humanity. We want the world to understand that. I don't think Leo is lying. He truly believes that he's performing great service for humanity. He's self-righteous, but looking at his face, I'm jealous of his self-confidence. It's better to forget about doubts like he has. Alright. All that is left is to go to the arena, but that is going to do it for this one. Like I said, I've been recording, it's like an hour and 40 minutes. I've got a lot of editing to do with this one. So I appreciate everyone for watching. Next week, we go into the arena on day 3? Yeah, we'll go on day 3. We'll try to knock out day 3 and 4, maybe 5? Probably. We'll try to get those done. I don't think it'll take us too long. There's not a whole lot left that we can do, I would imagine. And then, hopefully in 2 weeks, we finish the game. That's my goal, but we'll see. So, I appreciate everyone for watching, and I'm going to catch you guys next time.